Well, hello and welcome to my channel. You know, today I've got something, just came in the mail. It's a huge box. It says refurbished on it. Maybe that'll give us a clue to what I have here. Let me go ahead and get it open. Let's take a look at what I got. Here it is, Creality Ender 3 V3 SE printer. And boy, it's got a lot of stuff in here. I think I may have to, well, there's an LCD screen. Let's see. Some sort of mount. Cable cord. A little accoutrement. Looks like this is the main guts of it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out of the box and try to, I guess, take an inventory of the pieces. So I hope you join me on this one. It looks like it's gonna be fun. Well, there's a lot in here. Okay, let's see. Looks like they've given me a sample of their filament. Oh, I need these. I think these are the screws that I'm gonna be using first for the gantry. So I'll put those right here. See, what's this? Looks like little nippers. Excellent. I already have a pair, so I'll probably stash those away somewhere. Maybe lose them. Let's see. Some more screws. And oh, that looks like the nozzle. Okay. Oh, excellent. You know, I had heard that they used a card, right? And I didn't have a card, so I guess they include one. It looks like I have a card here. How many? I don't think I can read it. Maybe it's an adapter. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a closer look at that. Let's see. Anything else in here? Oh yeah, my tools. So I'm gonna take my little screws right here, and it looks like I'm gonna have to attach the gantry to the frame. I don't know if I can do all this stuff on camera. I'm gonna try, because I want you guys to see it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, that just kind of snapped in. Excellent. Let me see what size screws this is. Okay, so the hex I'm going to need is probably this long one. Go ahead and get it out of the bag. I think it's this one. I think this one's too small. Nope, it's this one right here. It says that I just tip it over and get them in that way, so I'm gonna spill out these screws. You know what, let me do them one at a time. Rotate this back. I think I'm gonna have to tilt it out. Yeah, once you get it flipped over, these little screws attach the gantry to the base. Let's see that. It's not a very difficult operation. Yeah, I'm going to do this off camera. You can't see anything anyway. You know, let me see if I can move it this way. Maybe we can get something. Oh yeah, look at that. So you get the excitement of adding these gantry screws with me. You know, I downloaded the program already and I've been playing with it, and it's just like the one that I have for my other 3D printer, my resin printer. It's almost identical. I don't know if they use the same like software companies to create these, but that's a real plus for me because, you know, I don't really have to go through a learning curve for the software because it's already set up. I know how to do it. Okay, so, looks like this thing moved. I gotta be careful with stuff. All right, let's see what's next in the instructions. Now that I got the gantry down, there's some little plugs here that I've got to figure out. Let's see. Oh, there's some handle I put there. Gantry frame. Okay, display screen. Put the display screen on the right side of the bottom assembly. Align the screw holes and secure with an M410 screw. M410. Oh, it's those little stubby ones. And let's see. Then connect the display wiring. So this thing should go right here. Let me get those little stubby screws. That one. I guess it is these. Alright, so let me pop these open. And this just attaches right here. Let me adjust the camera so you can see. That's not the one. Okay, let me go ahead and get those other screws attached and we'll come back to the next step. All right, you'll see that this ribbon attaches here. Maybe I got it backwards. Let me try this. There you go. It only fits one way, and that's the way it fits. Here I am screwing in that, this thing holds a little spool. And I think it feeds through this thing right here. I think that's the extruder, or I don't know what they call it. But that's nice and solid. Okay, now I got some wiring to take care of. I got to find out where this thing goes. So let me go ahead and get back to the instructions. You know, when you connect these cables in the back, it's important to take this one, and you'll see that there's like these little slots. Let's see if I can do it again. And you've got to squish that cable in there and then pull it to this point right here so that it keeps it kind of like steady as this little thing moves about. And here's the other cable that I've attached too. I'm going to go ahead and flip it around to the front and get the last cable installed. This last cable fits the same way. There's only one way in, but it comes with a little crossbar. And this little crossbar kind of like keeps it in place. So let me see if I can get that done on camera. I guess that little shuttle right there moves back and forth, and it can pull the cable out if you're not careful. I think that's the purpose of this. Kind of like those little loops in the back that hold the, I guess you don't want to over tighten. I'll go back and forth on this. I'll do this one and then I'll tighten that one down. But just like the little cable in the back, this. There we go. I don't think I had it lined up. So now this is tightened down. I think that's the last thing that I have going on here. I did already attach the spool holder up top. So I think I'm going to go and download the software for this. I think I'm going to download a model and add the filament, and let's print something up. Let's take a look at it. Well, you know what, to get started, it comes with a program already loaded on that little drive, but as I learned with my last 3D printer, that software is sometimes outdated and it's not user-friendly sometimes. So I'm not even messing with that. I'm going straight to the website and I'm going to the support channel and I'm going to software download, and I'm going to download the newest version right here. I mean, I've already downloaded it, but this is how you would download yours, and just go ahead and download it, put it wherever you want it, and then install it. And then once you have that, just come over here, click on the software, and it provides constant updates. I mean, I get the updates all the time. There's one right there. So I'm gonna exit out of that. I'm gonna pull up a print that I'm looking for. Ghostbuster Diorama 2. And I click open. And then here I have the piece. Let me see. I wanna kind of like rotate it so you can see it. It's actually like an end piece for a diorama that I want to work on. And so I've got the piece there, but there's a problem with this. It's a little small. I think this diorama was created for those 7-inch figures, so I want mine to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go over here to scale, and I'm going to scale it up to 150%. So I'm going to just type in 150. And there we go. Okay, so it's scaled properly. The next thing I have to do is I have to check to make sure that it doesn't need any repairs. So let's see, where is that? There's a repair feature here somewhere. Model repair, just in case. Doesn't have any damaged planes or anything. It's always important to check that so that you don't start off with a bad print. And then once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and support it. I'm going to click support, click automatic supports. This one, it doesn't look like it needs any supports, but always check and put supports as needed, just because if you don't, you're going to have a failed print. I mean, I don't know a lot about this stuff, but from what I learned from my last experience with my other 3D printer, yeah. But I will say that this one is a lot easier. PLA is a ton easier than the resin printer. So if you're thinking about starting off with printing, maybe a PLA printer is where you want to begin, and hold off on the resin, because you'll learn a lot going through the process of creating your own like little models and stuff. This is not good for detail, honestly. I don't like the detail of these pieces, and I'm going to print out a terror hound or terror dog from Ghostbusters, so we can see how detailed the print can get. So I'll be doing that maybe a little later on, maybe in the next episode, maybe at the end of this one. We'll see. So once you have this sized correctly, you've checked it for any repairs that need to be done, and you've checked for support, you simply click slice. And then I export to local, and then I just save it wherever I want to put it. And that's it. And now I'm going to go ahead and take my file, and I'm going to put it on my printer so I can start printing. So I have my model saved on my drive here. I've got my printer complete. I've even picked up some filament. This stuff right here. It's called Elegoo, and it's a 3D printer filament with a tolerance of plus or minus 0.02 millimeters. I don't know what that means. But anyway, I've got it loaded up here at the top, and I need to feed it into the, there's like a little catch here. Let's see. Oh, before I do that, it's important that you take it and you cut it at like a 45-degree angle, or I don't know. Just make sure that it's kind of pointy at the end. Let me get a clean cut. There we go. So I got a clean cut here, and I'm going to feed that here into my, it's like a little hole here for this extruder. I'm just going to feed it in there until it stops. and I think it's ready. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it on. Button's way back there. Okay, it's booting up. Now the first thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to level it. You see there's a little menu right here? Let me see if I can zoom in on that. And you just move it down to leveling and then press the little button there. And it goes through an entire cycle where the bed gets kind of like measured. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because I understand it takes a while, but you can see it goes through and it does its little measurements. It measures all parts of the bed here, and so you get a good, I guess, quality print. I mean, I don't know how all this stuff works, but you know, the machine does it for yourself, for you itself, so you really don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to let that run, and then I'm going to try to do a print using the files that I downloaded. So I'm going to go ahead and let that cycle through, and I'll be back. All right, I'm going to go ahead and insert my my program here, or the model. Just push it in there, and then let me get this so you can see it. I'm going to go ahead and go to print. Just rotate that over, press print. There's my Ghostbusters file right there, Ghostbusters diorama. Click that. I'm going to go ahead and click on calibration, make sure that's on, and switch it to confirm. And it should be printing. I think this calibration is going to take a little bit, so let me come back to it. Wow, it really looks like it's coming along well. Maybe it looks like 7-8% done. It says it has 2 hours and 5 minutes remaining, so it's going to be a while. I'll come back when it's almost done. It looks like it's almost done. Yeah, it's at 92%. It's just printing the top right now. So once it's done, I'm going to go ahead and we'll take a closer look at it. I'll pull it off of the this little plate right here, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Well, my piece is done, 100%. Confirm. So when it's done, you just take the little tray here, and you should be able to bend it a little bit so that you can hear that little snap. And then you'll just be able to pop it right off. When you put the tray back though, there's little notches there. Just make sure that they fit inside those little screw tabs right there. So here's my piece. It looks a little rough. I don't know why. I got like little threads. Oh, it did have a support. There's one of the supports right there. Let me try to figure out why it has these like little threads. Is that normal? Let me look that up. Okay, I watched a video online that talked about this exact issue, this thing called stringing. And there was actually a video that I found that had my this particular model right here. So I'm going to show you what I need to do to fix it. So I'm going to go to Control, and I'm going to go down to Motion, and I'm going to go to Max Speed. And the max speed on these was like 4,000, so I brought them down. My max speed on my X 300, Y 100, and Z 10, and E 50. I made those adjustments based on the video. And I also brought these down too to 500, 500, 100, and 1,000. So I'm going to run a couple more test prints and see what that does. Apparently it should take care of my stringing problem. So hopefully it does. I'm going to print up a couple more things and I'll be right back. Well, there are my diorama pieces. You know, this is my first print, the one where I had the stringing. After I adjusted those those settings, it was a much cleaner print. So yeah, I'm gonna put a link to that video that I found below so that you can get that taken care of as well. But you can see the scale on these pieces is pretty good. You know, after these, I went to this piece right here. It's like a facade for the rooftop diorama that I'm putting together. This one had a lot of supports. I may print another one of these. I'm not too sure yet. And then I went to the obelisk or the pylon and its base. And then I got ambitious. I went ahead and I printed something large and I guess intricate. This is the Zool statue. And this is gonna be a future episode. It has a way that you can drill out that eye and run a light through it so that you can make a lighted statue. And I'm gonna paint these too. I'm gonna use some different techniques to make it look like stone. And I'm hoping that works. So was a PLA printer a good investment? Well, for me, it worked out well. Number one, it's an early Father's Day gift. It was on sale during, they had some special on eBay, and I was able to get it for 115 bucks. But then, you know, with the tax and whatever else, it came up to 135. Yeah, you know, so it was a great deal, you know. And the printing filament I got for 2 for $24. It was also on sale. So as far as investments go, it wasn't terribly expensive, and the potential of the item is just incredible. You know, I can print up all sorts of things. Now I have my resin printer for heads and weapons. You know, like, I don't know if you've seen the episode where I printed out this neutrino wand. You know, so it has pretty good detail. So I have a resin printer for that type of detail, and then I've got my PLA printer for structural items, like if I'm building diorama pieces or larger playset pieces. You know, my buddy J-Spy, he does a lot with his PLA printer. You know, I don't think I'll ever get to that level, but there's a lot of free stuff that's online already at Yegi. All this stuff came from Yegi, and it was free with the exception of the Zool statue and his base. I think I paid like $7 for it. And you know what? It's always important that if you do get a free item, you know, leave a little tip, like a buck or so. You know, it's free, but you know, you want to appreciate the work that these people do, because without it, I wouldn't even know where to begin to construct my own little diorama. So really excited about that. So it was a great purchase for me. Very excited about having a PLA printer and just exploring all the possibilities that are out there now that I do have one. So, you know, make the decision yourself. If it's something you want to invest in, it certainly is fun. I will tell you that. You know, just getting these things together. If you do this type of stuff, you know, it's fun. And for a little bit of investment, you can do a lot. Well, until next time will probably be either a Ghostbuster custom figure or working on the diorama. I haven't decided yet, but until then, you guys stay safe and be cool. And I will see you guys really, really soon. For now, bye.